Well, it's that time of year where the throats get a little scratchy and itchy and we start coughing a lot, right? Well, I got you covered. In today's video, we are going to be making cough drops. Making cough drops is really quite simple, but it does require a couple of techniques that you need to pay attention to. So we'll get into that in a little bit, but first let me show you the ingredients and tools you will need. You will need honey. Now I've got a local raw honey here, and it's what I prefer to use simply because it helps with any allergies you might have. But if all you can find is store-bought honey, that's fine as long as it's 100% honey. You'll need a 1/4 cup of sugar, about a tablespoon of lemon juice. Now this is lemon juice concentrate, but by all means, if you have fresh lemons, please use that. I have 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger and a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. And then we will be using a few drops of pure peppermint oil to, give that little bit of nose clearing sensation to the cough drops. For tools, you will need a good silicone spatula, a heavy bottom pan, a 1/2 cup measure for the honey, and then a good candy thermometer. And we need a candy thermometer because we will be taking our mixture to the hard crack stage, which is what makes cough drops hard. And mine makes it very easy. That it says right here hard crack, but we will be going to about, about 300 degrees Fahrenheit. So make sure to use a candy thermometer. You will also need a silicone mold. I've taken a further measure of dusting it with powdered sugar just to make sure that nothing sticks to the bottom. And with that, let's get to making our cough drops. We will begin by putting our ingredients into the pan, and I'm going to start with the honey. We will need 1/2 cup of honey. I've got my 1/2 cup measure here, and I've already sprayed it with cooking spray, and that will help the honey to release. Okay, got our 1/2 cup of honey. We need about 1 tablespoon of our lemon juice. And we will add our 1/2 teaspoon of ginger and 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. And these are great warming spices in addition to being anti-inflammatory. And lastly, we will add our 1/4 cup of sugar. And the sugar, incidentally, helps harden the lozenges. If you don't want really hard lozenges, you can eliminate the sugar and they will just be a little bit softer. So we will add our heat, and I'm putting this on a good medium temperature. We are going to be bringing this up to a boil, so you need higher temperatures to do that. And I will also be putting on my candy thermometer and monitoring that as the temperature starts to rise. And with the candy thermometer, you want it close to the bottom, but not sitting right on the bottom, so you aren't measuring the temperature of the heat being applied. You want to measure the temperature of the liquid in your pan. So As we go here, this will start to heat up, and again, we are looking for 300 degrees or the hard crack stage. Join me back here as we get closer to that, and we will continue from there. Okay, we are very close to our 300 degrees or hard crack. I'm just waiting for a couple more degrees. Okay, we are there. I am going to cut the heat and remove my thermometer very carefully. This is hot, okay guys? And we will take this over to the mold and start pouring. I've got my hot liquid over here. I am going to add maybe 1 or 2 drops of peppermint oil before I pour it. And this is more for the astringent feel of it in your throat rather than the flavor. Okay, we are ready to pour it, and here's where you have to be careful, guys, okay? Very, very hot. Okay. And before it hardens, I'm just going to do some final spreading out here if I can. We need to let these cool and harden. The easiest way to do that is to let them just cool down a little bit on your countertop, and then let them harden completely. You can hasten that by putting it in the refrigerator, but give it some time on the counter before you do that. Okay, it's been a few hours and our lozenges have now hardened up nicely after being in the fridge to cool down. And here is what they look like. So they are dark from the cinnamon that we put in them, but they're definitely hard. But let's give it a taste test, because it doesn't mean anything if they don't taste good. Okay, I get hints of the cinnamon for sure. I can taste the little bit of bite that you get from the ginger, and the peppermint is there in the background, but it isn't peppermint forward. It's just kind of a cooling sensation in the mouth. And they are a great alternative to the gummy version that I made last time. With the gelatin in there, those are, you know, if you're a vegan or a vegetarian, they are not a good option for you. Or if you just don't like the soft texture of a gummy and you want a traditional hard throat lozenge, these are a really great alternative. So that ends our culinary adventure for today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I'll link another video up here for you to enjoy. With that, thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you on our next adventure.